Hey y'all, how you perking? I hope you're perking good. So, can't do the snap right now. Totally have my hands hung up and tied and literally holding this phone with you right now. Look at all these sparkles, man. I am excited by the sparkles. This is my jam. So, I am in my chair. You can see the things behind me that you usually see in my videos. And I am about to film a different video here today, a different kind of video. So I know that y'all have been asking me to film my filming space, aka my home office, that I use for work, and also to show y'all how I do my pre and post cleanse. Y'all have been saying, how do you prepare for a reading? How do you protect yourself before you start a reading? And then, once you've done readings, how do you clear all of that off to make sure none of it gets stuck on you or follows you or tanks you some kind of way? So I am fixing to tell y'all all those details, show y'all what I've got here. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So, bye for now. Here is the entryway to the room. Look at that fine ass puppy gate standing right there, all regal and shit. And look at that cheap little square over there. I don't even know what it is. I got it from Craigslist for $5. Yeah, look at that bookshelf right there. Woo! Got some nice stuff on that bookshelf, aka old books I've had for a million years. Yeah, there it is. For all of you who've been wondering what's on the bookshelf, demystified. And look at there. There's a Beatrice. Okay, look at there. There's my closet. Sexy. But here you go. There's this microphone, this microphone, this microphone, right here, right here. Yes! And the cards. My water cup happens to be just through there. And this is the camera where y'all get to see the cards. Something has to film it. So I just took a tripod. It's not really a tripod. It was supposed to be a thing that you use to make backdrops, to hang backdrops, but I pulled half of it off. I broke it in half on purpose. And there you go. It's now what uses my camera, what holds my camera. And yes, that is a weird little alligator clip and Velcro there. Why, yes, indeed, that is. Here's my computer setup. My boyfriend bought me the pretty keyboard and pretty mouse over here. And these monitors I've had for years, but like I said, I use this for work. Got all my crystals there and sunscreen, because I wear sunscreen on my hands and my face every day. Yes! All of those pins, because anybody else out there just can't help but to have a million different colors of pins. Y'all are just so craftastic that you're like, man, I gotta have all these pins, because same. Got some vitamins over there in front of my Post-it note. Nice. I take vitamin B complex and vitamin D3. Got some more papers and a printer. And that's my board that I use to keep myself straight for what days I need to film and post and edit and go live and all of that good stuff. So yeah, all that's all over there. And then if we go down way back, we're going back, y'all. We're going back. So literally, that's it. That's all else that's in this room. So y'all see that behind me. Y'all all the time are looking over at that shelf that's behind my chair. That's all it is. It's my shelf that has my different tarot cards on there. I've got all those tarot cards, but I really only use that one deck that y'all ever see. So I don't even really dig in there very much. Do I, y'all? Do I? Not so much. Not so much. Oh, one honorable mention. Yes, those are the Squishmallows. Those are the puppy pillows. What? Yes, indeed. Indeed they are. Indeed they are. And look, we have made our way back to the regal beginnings of the gate. Look at what we've done here. So yeah, that's all there is to this room, y'all. That really is all there is. There's that fan. This stuff that you see behind me in the videos. And then, seriously, just there everything is. That's literally what my office is made of. It's literally all there is. That's all there is to it. We're simple around here. This is all we got. So, coming back at you with the rest of this, because I know you're curious for the actual meat and taters of this video. Can I be more dramatic? Why, yes. Hold on. Why, yes. Yes, I can. Yes, I can be more dramatic. But y'all are all clicking away. Everyone is like, this video sucks. They're clicking away. They're clicking away. What? See y'all in a second here. See you in just a second. I'm coming back at you. Glitter. Glitter. See you in a second. Alrighty, so the first thing I do whenever I'm preparing for a reading is I sage the room. I smudge my place. And usually I will do that using this abalone shell and my little feather with a smudge stick, white sage, and you do like this throughout the room with the smoke that comes off of it. But right now what we're gonna do, because this is what I've got, my smudge stick broke into a ton of little pieces like this. A ton of little pieces. So I have to literally light these little pieces, which, just in case, lighters are not supposed to be shown on YouTube. I don't know, they get really weird about that stuff. Just in case, trust me, it's sage, okay? And I usually have the big smudge stick, and you just literally go around your space, and you're smudging, you're wafting the space, you're cleaning the space. But I'll just do this around the room, all around with the smoke. Yep, and I just go around the entire space and take care of that. Sometimes I'll have to do it very thoroughly if the room feels really stuffy, if the room feels really heavy, really dark. You might have to actually go through very thoroughly to do it. Maybe you do. Usually for me, because I do this so often and do readings so often, usually I don't have to be, as thorough with that because I have a lot of other practices and things that I do before I start a reading. So that cleansing right there is just a way to kind of neutralize the energy of the space before I start a reading. So if there's anything lingering from some other time, then it goes ahead and gets taken care of right then, right there before I start a new reading, so that nothing new comes in or nothing comes in to the new reading to taint the reading, okay? Does that make sense? I hope it does. So that's one thing that I do. And forgive me for kind of pushing through these things as if you already know what smudging or saging is. If you don't already know what it is, please Google it, look it up. I'm sure there's plenty of videos on YouTube about it. I'm not sure, I haven't looked myself, but I'm not going into the nitty-gritty basics of this is exactly what smudging is, and this is exactly what it means, and exactly what it does. I'm just telling you my process of what I do, assuming that if you are asking for this, it's because you're someone who already reads tarot and is already kind of familiar with these types of things. So that's one thing that I do. The other thing that I do before I start my readings is that I will Reiki the room, is what I call it. So I am a level 3 Reiki energy healing master. That is something that I offer as a service as well as the private reading. So it's on my website if anybody's interested, BeasTalksAndTarot.com, linked in the description. But I like to use the Reiki to clear the space and protect the space. So what I'll do is I'll, in my mind, use the master symbol, which has a name and a character association with it, a picture, if you will, that you have in your mind's eye. And I'll go around the room, and for anybody that was curious, I'll start here and do the symbol for this wall. Then I turn around, do the symbol for this wall, and y'all, I literally do all 4 walls with the symbol, and I'll do the ceiling with the symbol, and I do the floor with the symbol. Then I do it here in the middle and ask that it goes through the entire middle of the room, and I'll do it to myself and ask that it goes through my body and send it through my body. And I can feel these things as I do them to help kind of cast a net of protection and clearing and all of that. It's all based on your intentions when you're doing it. So for those of you who do not use Reiki energy and you do other things, there are other ways that you can ask to seal a room. You can call in your guides and your angels and your archangels, light beings, your higher self, and you can call in and ask those to help you protect a space. You can invoke, the white light. Lots of different people have different things that they do. The violet flame. There's a lot of different things that people will do, and so you can kind of look through what people do and find what you feel works for you. For me, it's the Reiki. I use the Reiki. But you can look through, find what works for you, and go with that. So then next, I will go down here. I'll make sure my fan is on, because if you're channeling energy to do tarot, you're probably going to overheat. It's a real good idea to have a fan there. And boop, 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 there is my little light that I will bring out and shine on the wall. Obviously, this part isn't a requirement to do a reading. It's just the part that I do because that's what I do for my videos. And I'll take it and place it over here to shine on the wall that's behind me currently, because this is a lot of blank space. There's nothing there. So yeah. Oh, look at that with the light on. So we'll do that. We will go to the computer and we will turn on that ring light and pull up my OBS system you see there and some music that you see on the other screen, so that we can have all of that together for my videos. So again, not something that you have to do for an actual reading if you're just doing a reading for a friend or a family member or something like that, but it's a part of my process to get ready for actual YouTube readings. So I wanted to include it because, hey, why not? So while we got this jazzy stuff going on in the background, I'll tell you what else I do that is quite important for the reading. So it's important. Oh my Lord, y'all look, I just finished my YouTube live with y'all. Look, my lash is done. Oh man. Whoop, whoop. There we go. So another thing that I do, and this part is important to do, is to do your invocation prayers. So I will usually say that I invoke the 4 elements: fire, earth, air, and water. I invoke the spirit guides, angels, archangels, and light beings surrounding me now. I invoke the spirit of Gaia and my higher self. I ask that all of these positive energies, entities, and beings please come forward and assist me now in a sacred co-creative process of pulling cards for the highest good of all sentient kind. And then I, depending on if I'm doing a private session for somebody or if I am doing a public YouTube video, I will say something to the effect of, please allow me to pull the most accurate cards and to read them in the most accurate ways for the highest good of all kind, or for the highest good of Jane Doe, you know, whatever the person's name is. So I'll do things like that. And that part is very important. All of those pieces are very important to me in my process as I'm preparing. So again, kind of what we've talked about, just to recap the things, we have smudged/saged the place. I've used Reiki energy to help clear and protect the place, and you can use other things that would fit for you if you're not a Reiki master or a Reiki practitioner. And then I set my intentions by calling upon and invoking all of those entities that I listed there. And that's really what gets me prepared. That's what makes me start. That's what makes me get over here and be like, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready. Look at my La Croix. La Croix. So yeah. That's what I do before my videos. What do I do afterwards? Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so afterwards, then I have this entire thing here. Yes, I typed up an entire thing that I will recite after a reading. Because I find this to be very important, very critical to helping cleanse yourself and neutralize yourself afterwards. So again, it starts with an invoking. It's going to start with the same invocation that you heard me do a second ago, but this time it's expounding on that, and it's talking about, instead of doing a reading, talking about clearing my home and my own energy field as well. So I'm going to read out the whole thing. All right, y'all, reading it all out. It says, can you even see me enough? Good enough. It says, I invoke the 4 elements: fire, earth, air, and water. I invoke the spirit guides, angels, archangels, and light beings surrounding me now. I invoke the spirit of Gaia and my higher self. I ask that all these positive energies, entities, and beings assist me now in a sacred co-creative process of clearing my home and my energy field of all negativity. You notice where I changed that from the beginning. This time that's what that's about. I revoke all contracts with negative energies and entities that want to use my information stream and frequency. I do not consent to psychic monitoring or influencing that services the system of domination and control. I hereby demand the instant removal of all forms of psychic parasites and their propagation and harvesting systems that create herds of psychic parasites. I revoke all contracts that use my life force as a false form of consent for the propagation and spreading of psychic parasites with all my soul relations. I do not allow energies and entities to use my life force without my explicit verbal permission, nor do I allow them to place any energy within my home or my energy field unless it is of the highest frequencies that serves the highest good of all. I rebuke all negative and dark energy, thoughts, and magic that have been sent or done against me, including psychic attacks. I ask Archangel Michael to use his sword to cut away any etheric cords and magic that do not serve my soul mission. Team, please help me release any negative cords and energy, and in its place, help surround my home and energy field with the highest vibration of pure white light. Every cell within every atom of my home and my energy field is under my vocal protection. This includes my seen and unseen world. And so it is, and so it shall be. And then I say, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, love you, love you. Because that's what I say to my guides. My sister came up with that, and I just say it because it feels good, and so if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So that's what I do. That is my process. That is my before and after. Alrighty, y'all. So y'all have heard everything that I do before and after on my readings. Like I said, sometimes it depends. If you feel led to do a little bit more or something a little bit different for your setup or for post readings, then follow your intuition on that. You may have different things that you like to do, and that's okay. There are a lot of people that do a lot of things in their own ways. So you just kind of find what works for you and what feels like it's enough for you, and that's what you do. So I would invite all of y'all to kind of look out, figure out what's out there, what feels right to you. Is there anything that you lean towards doing? And I would take a look at that for y'all. Y'all know how to reach me if you'd like to book a private reading or a private Reiki energy healing session. So again, that's at my website, www.BeasTalksAndTarot.com. It'll be in the description below. And until next time, don't be a stranger. Come back and see me. And I will talk at you later. Bye. Love you, mean it. Mwah. Love you, mean it. Mwah. Bye. Puppy. Another puppy by the tripod. They're saying goodbye. And they're also saying, where's my supper, bitch? Yeah. So what you do is, Lord. Okay, hold on. All right, let's see. Am I recording? Oh, shit. So after the literally, I'm holding my phone. I'm recording with my phone. And I'm like leaning down in here to talk to the microphone. This thing is connected to the computer. That's my current microphone for what I'm doing now. Jesus. I shouldn't have done this at nighttime. My brain's gone. Am I going to have to make a blooper reel? Like I literally just ripped off my freaking... Oh, now you can see the glitter. I literally just had to rip off my lashes because they came up. Like, what a joke. I'm going to have to make a blooper reel. You know how people do... Do, 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 do. Where's the dog? Okay. Do, 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 do. You know those videos that people use that music to show that what you did, you tried, but you tried. You tried.